Denver City Council is holding a virtual meeting to talk about the sanctioned homeless camp being proposed for the Denver Coliseum. Now, the campsites across the city, just one of the main points mentioned at Mayor Hancock's State of the City address today.
Denver 7's Megan Lopez has more on how the mayor says Denver is doing.
For a speech that's normally full of pomp and circumstance,
we're doing the State of the City address a little differently this year.
This year's State of the City address was short on traditions but long on content.
Where we are today isn't where we thought we'd be in January.
Here's a closer look at 3 areas the mayor addressed. First, the budget, thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic.
We do have a $227 million budget shortfall to tackle.
In some ways, it's worse than the Great Recession. The city is now asking each department to identify 7.5% in cuts, and each city employee faces 8 furlough days, the most in recent memory.
Our murder rate, for example, this year has already surpassed our 3-year average.
Violent crime is also up by 10.8% from last June.
It's the worst I've seen it as a citizen of Denver, as a resident of Denver.
Murders in Denver are up 46%, and aggravated assaults are up 23%.
There's a lot of kids that are killed in our community.
10 for 10 is a youth-led organization speaking out against the violence. They say the mayor is trying.
They gave out $125,000 to several organizations that are addressing youth violence. Why I think that investment is smart. I think there definitely needs to be more.
Homelessness is also a growing problem.
Homelessness is one of the most complicated issues I've ever had to deal with.
The city of Denver has temporarily stopped sweeps during COVID and allowed small encampments to form.
But these encampments cannot persist.
So the mayor is calling for more funding to create better shelters, expanded services, and more housing options.
Yes, there's some minimal steps that have been taken this year that haven't before.
For Denver Homeless Out Loud,
if we don't take much bigger steps than what mayor and council is doing, we're just going to live in a society where there's thousands of people on the streets.
So what's the state of the city?
The state of Denver is challenged.
Well, it depends on who you ask. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.